Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Let's go start now. Veteran pro wrestling journalist Bill Apter recently weighed in on the debate between Triple H and Vince McMahon. He believes that the game has a huge disadvantage to overcome in WWE. On a recent episode of Sportskeeda's The Wrestling Time Machine, Bill Apter does not compare McMahon and his son-in-law. Instead, he highlighted one of the major difficulties they both had to overcome in WWE. Apter reminded fans to stop debating which era is better, claiming they're both entertaining. Instead, he pointed out that, whether it was Triple H or Vince McMahon, both have had to fill hours and hours of TV time, which is no easy feat. He explained how, even in this modern era, the WWE CCO had to overcome a huge disadvantage with so many hours of wrestling to book. He noted that for anyone to fill so many hours was difficult, admitting that McMahon had faced the same issue and that this legacy continued with the game confronting the same disadvantage. Now, though, McMahon is out of the picture, and the cerebral assassin has taken on that responsibility. This disadvantage is one he needs to overcome consistently. Veteran wrestling journalist Bill Apter recently discussed the challenges faced by WWE's chief content officer, Triple H, in managing the company's extensive television programming. Apter highlighted that filling numerous hours of weekly content requires constant innovation and fresh ideas, a demanding task for any creative head. Apter emphasized that both Vince McMahon and Triple H have had to address the challenge of producing engaging content week after week. He noted that with the vast amount of TV time to fill, the creative team must continually generate new concepts to keep the audience engaged. In addition to content creation challenges, Apter pointed out that WWE currently lacks a central star who can serve as the face of the company. Historically, figures like John Cena, Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart, and Randy Savage played pivotal roles in drawing mainstream attention. Apter suggested that establishing such a focal point could help unify the product and potentially improve ratings. Furthermore, Apter observed that Triple H has introduced changes to WWE's presentation by allowing the use of the term professional wrestling, a phrase previously avoided under Vince McMahon's leadership. This shift indicates a blending of traditional wrestling elements with modern entertainment aspects, reflecting Triple H's vision for the company's direction. Citurn 0 Search 5. Overall, Apter's insights shed light on the complexities Triple H faces in navigating WWE's creative landscape, from managing extensive programming hours to redefining the company's identity in the evolving world of sports entertainment. Veteran wrestling journalist Bill Apter recently discussed the challenges Triple H faces as WWE's chief content officer, highlighting the immense task of filling extensive television time with fresh and engaging content. Apter emphasized that this challenge is not unique to Triple H, but was also a significant hurdle during Vince McMahon's tenure. He noted that with the vast number of hours to fill, consistently generating new ideas is a daunting endeavor. In addition to content creation, Apter pointed out that WWE currently lacks a singular standout star, a role previously filled by icons like John Cena, Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart, and Randy Savage. He observed that without such a focal point, the company might struggle to capture mainstream attention, as casual audiences may not readily identify a prominent WWE figure today. Furthermore, Apter highlighted a significant shift under Triple H's leadership: the allowance of the term professional wrestling on air. This marks a departure from Vince McMahon's era, where such terminology was discouraged, indicating a blend of showbiz elements with traditional wrestling under the new regime. WWE has undergone a significant transformation under the leadership of Paul Triple H Levesque since he assumed control of creative operations. However, wrestling journalist and historian Bill Apter believes that despite the success Triple H has enjoyed, he faces a huge disadvantage that he must overcome to ensure WWE's continued prosperity: the shadow of Vince McMahon. One of the biggest challenges Triple H faces is stepping out of the enormous shadow cast by Vince McMahon. As the longtime chairman and creative force behind WWE, McMahon's influence shaped the company for decades, Many in the wrestling industry still view WWE through the lens of McMahon's philosophy, which prioritized larger-than-life characters, mainstream appeal, and spectacle-driven storytelling. Triple H has introduced a more wrestling-centric product, focusing on long-term storytelling, in-ring work, and elevating talent based on merit rather than marketability alone. However, this shift may not resonate with every fan, advertiser, or executive accustomed to McMahon's way of operating. Apter notes that despite the improvements, there will always be resistance to change, making it an uphill battle for Triple H to fully implement his vision. The challenge of balancing old and new. Another major hurdle is finding a balance between WWE's legacy elements and the evolution of modern wrestling. WWE's fan base consists of longtime viewers who grew up with McMahon's brand of sports entertainment, as well as newer fans who have embraced a style more in line with NXT's work rate-focused approach during Triple H's tenure. Navigating these expectations while keeping both casual and hardcore fans satisfied is a daunting task. Triple H has shown that he values the history of WWE while pushing for a more athletic-based product. He has brought back stars like CM Punk, incorporated more international talent, and allowed for more nuanced storytelling in feuds. However, maintaining this balance is a continuous struggle, as deviating too far in either direction could alienate portions of the audience. The pressure of corporate expectations. Since WWE merged with UFC under the TKO Group Holdings banner, corporate expectations have increased. Unlike when WWE was a McMahon-controlled entity, Triple H must now answer to a larger corporate structure that prioritizes business metrics over creative aspirations. While McMahon himself still holds influence within the company, Triple H is the one overseeing day-to-day creative decisions. Bill Apter emphasizes that corporate pressures could limit Triple H's ability to make bold creative decisions. TKO executives may prioritize short-term profits, leading to an emphasis on quick ratings boosts rather than long-term storytelling. This means Triple H must balance what is best for the product creatively with what will satisfy shareholders and executives looking at financial returns. Handling a stacked roster. WWE's current roster is arguably one of the deepest in history, with a mix of established veterans, rising stars, and returning legends. While this provides an incredible amount of storytelling potential, it also presents a unique challenge, keeping everyone relevant. Triple H must find ways to juggle talent so that main event stars like Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Cody Rhodes remain featured, while also providing opportunities for rising stars like LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Braun Breaker. Additionally, integrating returning talents like Randy Orton and CM Punk without overshadowing existing storylines requires careful planning. Apter points out that some wrestlers may inevitably feel lost in the shuffle, leading to dissatisfaction within the locker room. Maintaining morale and ensuring everyone has a clear direction will be a constant challenge for Triple H moving forward. The evolution of WWE's storytelling. One of the most significant changes under Triple H has been WWE's approach to storytelling. His creative direction leans more toward longer, intricate narratives rather than abrupt or shock value decisions. While many fans appreciate this, some argue that it slows the pacing of WWE programming, particularly in an era where attention spans are shorter. Triple H must balance deep storytelling with the need to keep audiences engaged week to week. The Bloodline saga, featuring Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, and other family members, has been a major success, but similar long-term stories may not always achieve the same level of interest. Adapting to shifting fan responses while maintaining his vision is another challenge Apter highlights. Despite these challenges, Triple H has already made significant strides in revitalizing WWE's creative direction. Bill Apter believes that while Triple H faces a huge disadvantage in stepping out from Vince McMahon's shadow, balancing old and new elements, managing corporate expectations, handling a stacked roster, and keeping WWE's storytelling fresh, he has the potential to overcome these obstacles. As WWE moves into a new era, Triple H's leadership will be tested time and again. Whether he can cement his legacy as the creative force behind WWE's continued success remains to be seen. But his vision for the company is already making an impact. The road ahead may be tough, but if anyone is up for the challenge, it's Triple H.